Reinhardt, Dan Reinhardt, the nation's leading taxidermy school. Come master in the art that's capturing your heart. Dan Reinhardt Taxidermy School. Connected to the water, the woods and sky above. You'll learn to make a living by doing what you love. Preserve the gifts of nature, mount memories on the wall. Pheasant, duck, fish or buck, hear your future call at Reinhardt, Dan Reinhardt.
Hi, I'm Dan Reinhardt, owner and head instructor at the Dan Reinhardt Taxidermy School, and I want to help you get your best start in the business of taxidermy and succeed as a professional taxidermist. Taxidermy offers a secure career that provides freedoms and rewards that most people spend their life dreaming about. At the Dan Reinhardt Taxidermy School, we turn those dreams into realities and get you trained in a field that you'll enjoy for the rest of your life. The one comment that I hear from students more than any other is the only regret that I have is that I didn't get a start in taxidermy sooner. When I hear this from a student, I simply congratulate them for finally stepping out and making the move to realize their dreams. There's many ways to define the word rich. Some say it's having $1 million. Others say it's having fame, but I truly believe that the richest people in the world are those that can get up in the morning and have a smile on their face because they're excited about their profession and what the day has in store for them. I've dedicated my life to helping people achieve that dream. Taxidermy is a business in which you can achieve your own financial independence and make your own job security. The world is a constantly changing place, and the days of depending on other people for your security are gone. The only true job security that exists today is the security that you make for yourself. What a wonderful opportunity it is that you can make your own career and build your security in a profession that you actually enjoy. That's why I say the richest people in the world are those that are doing what they love to do and making a good living at it.
Well, I've always hunted, always fished. It's just, you know, you get home, you shoot your big deer, you want to get them out and you put it on your wall and you're like, wow, that looks neat. How did they do that, you know?
I was an E7 in the United States Coast Guard, and my job was an electrician.
I was in the medical field for 8.5 years, critical care medical technician, and I was looking to have a little bit less stress and more time with my family.
I worked in the foundry. Worked there for 18 years, to be honest. It never really got me to a point of where I wanted to be in my life.
Right now is a good time for me, just for the stage I am in my life, to take that time off and actually be able to do it, because I've been in the Marines for the past, my adult life anyway, so.
I'm starting my business off slowly. My goal is in about 15 years, I can retire and then start pursuing taxidermy as a full-time job and keep working from there.
So what is it that you're going to learn at the Dan Reinhardt Taxidermy School? You're going to learn the detailed techniques that I've developed over my lifetime and made me a successful professional taxidermist, as well as 3-time international taxidermy champion. You're going to stand right next to me as I demonstrate these techniques, and you learn firsthand the techniques that will make you successful in your own business. After I demonstrate each technique, you're going to go back to your specific workstation and perform each technique with your own hands, and that's the best way to learn. The hands-on experience is by far the most important part of your education because it's during this step that we train your hands to become a taxidermist. All this training is going to be done in a lecture lab format in which I demonstrate a single detailed technique, and then you immediately go back to your workstation and perform that technique on your own mount. Over 30 years of training has proven the success of my training process, and it's all available to you. Leave your notebook at home because when you attend the Dan Reinhardt Taxidermy School, you'll receive a free video library that clearly demonstrates all the techniques that I teach at my school. This DVD set is your virtual notebook that'll ensure your success when you return home and start your own taxidermy business. These DVDs are not your average taxidermy programs. Each is created from footage captured during the production of my award-winning taxidermy show, Taxidermy for the Sportsman. With this DVD set, you take home all the techniques you learned at the Dan Reinhardt Taxidermy School.
And going extremely well. Started out a little slow. Every year it seems to double in business, double in size. I'm to a point now where I'm looking to do some pretty major expansions in my studio just from the growth of it in the past 2 years. The first initial set of job sheets that I had printed up had a 200 count on, and by August of this year they were gone. I had to get another 500 more. And I'm halfway into them already, so.
So business is booming?
It's booming, and even as I sit here and talk to you, my cell phone rings and work continues to come in on a daily basis. I don't get as much time to do the outdoors like I used to, but it's what I love to do, and it's what I'm involved in on a daily basis each and every day of my life now, so I couldn't ask for nothing better. Where do I see myself being in the next 10 to 15 years? I'm not sure, but I can tell you, guaranteed, I'm going to be happy if I continue to be doing what I'm doing.
The first week of your education is going to start with bird taxidermy. Throughout this week, you're going to mount 2 birds that make up 100% of the birds mounted throughout your career. You're going to mount an upland game bird and a waterfowl. All birds fall within one of these 2 categories, and by mounting a bird from each category, you'll gain a comprehensive range of knowledge that will enable you to mount virtually any bird. There are 2 possible positions that a bird can be mounted in, standing or flying. There are subtle differences in mounting a standing or flying bird, so you're going to mount a bird in each position. The first bird that you'll be mounting is a pheasant. Pheasants are a beautiful bird that provide the perfect starting project for your bird taxidermy education. Pheasants have a tougher skin than birds such as ducks, so a pheasant is a natural choice for your first bird. You'll be mounting a pheasant in a beautiful flying, flushing pose that will be an exciting part of your display when you return home. The second bird that you're going to be mounting is a waterfowl in a beautiful standing pose. At the Dan Reinhardt Taxidermy School, we offer beautiful mallards that are an excellent choice for your first waterfowl mount.
There wasn't guys that were way ahead. There wasn't guys that were way behind. We all stayed together through the training, and that really helped me.
The second week of training is one of the most exciting weeks because it's the week that you're going to learn all the techniques for mounting a life-size mammal, as well as how to create a realistic recreation habitat base. Life-size taxidermy is one of the most exciting areas of taxidermy because it features the entire animal in its natural setting. The position of your animal combined with the scenery to tell a story that adds a more interesting element to your mount. Throughout this week, we'll continue using the same lab lecture training techniques that help you move along with me as you mount your life-size mammal. Everything is covered in this comprehensive week: skinning, tanning, mannequin preparation, mounting the hide to the mannequin, and making a habitat base. This course provides the depth of knowledge that will enable you to mount any life-size mammal for your customers.
Definitely being immersed in it and having that interaction with a teacher, someone that can give the subtle points and pour a whole bunch of wisdom into your specific question. It's huge. That makes all the difference in the world on learning.
The third week is the most popular of all. The white-tailed deer are the most admired, sought-after, and hunted animal in America. Mounting a shoulder mount whitetail is by far the most demanded mount in the world. And at the Dan Reinhardt Taxidermy School, you not only learn deer mounting techniques that will make your mount stand apart from all professionals, you'll also get an inside edge by using the most advanced and innovative supplies in taxidermy. Throughout this week, you'll learn every process from the first incision through the finishing work of your completed whitetail mount. Detailed instruction covering the skinning, fleshing, tanning, mannequin preparation, mounting, and finishing are all covered with personalized instruction. You'll also have the opportunity to mount your deer on the new CAD series of whitetail deer mannequins. These new mannequins are the first in the world to use computer-assisted design to create a mannequin with perfect symmetry and competition internostril shaping. This course offers the state-of-the-art techniques and supplies that are necessary for achieving success in whitetail taxidermy.
Signed up and had the whitetail class. Was able to take a weeks off of class, able to do that. Got established, started doing deer, took the money from my deer, and ended up doing fish. So it's nice that you have the course the way it is because I can take 1 week out of my schedule for a year, take the course, apply it, and then keep working that way with it. There isn't a minute that goes by that's wasted. There's a structure. I can come in and it works, the day flies by, and I feel like I've accomplished something. At the end of the day, there's never any moment where there's any lax time. And the way you kind of give out the training, We go from lecture to application, so it's fresh in your mind to give us enough time to apply the information you give us, and it's a great way of doing training. I'm really happy with it. The reflection of work that I'm able to do from going to your class is a reflection of me in the community, and it's really good that people look at you and say, wow, he does really good work, and they start telling their friends. So it makes me feel good to do that.
The fourth and final week offers the exciting thrill of fish taxidermy, as well as the additional element of coloration and painting through airbrushing. This course is truly one of the highlights of the school due to the fact that it features the advanced, easy-to-learn airbrushing procedures that helped me win 3 international taxidermy championships. I've developed a special airbrushing process that creates the most lifelike coloration possible. All my techniques are based on a color layering concept that I've entitled Reflective Depth. By learning my reflective depth techniques, you can easily create fish mounts that are beautiful and realistic. Because the coloration of a fish mount is such an important part of fish taxidermy, we'll focus on and master the specific techniques that all your taxidermy airbrushing will be based on. Not just your fish airbrushing, but all your taxidermy airbrushing. Throughout this week, we'll also be covering all other areas of fish taxidermy: skinning, preserving, mounting, finishing, and of course, airbrushing.
To me, it was the same with every class, because I took the bird, the mammal, the fish, and now the deer. You start out not sure of what you're doing. You know, it doesn't seem like what you're doing is going to get you to the end product. And as the week goes on, everything just starts coming together. And it's just trust the process is what I've learned. I was looking for something to do, something where I could be my own boss and not be working for somebody else. And this, you know, with my sportsman's background, this just fits right in real well. Yeah, I'm hoping that I don't do anything other than this the rest of my life.
The biggest misconception when considering learning taxidermy is that you have to be an artist. In fact, I find that the best students are basically good handymen. Being able to work with your hands is an important part of taxidermy, and throughout the years, I've found that the people that can best work with their hands are people that have been in industries such as construction as well as the automotive industries. Experience performing tasks with your hands is the basis for success in those industries as well as taxidermy. The Dan Reinhardt Taxidermy School is approved by the Wisconsin Educational Approval Board. This means that all our curriculum and school policies have been evaluated and found to meet the strict criteria of the WEAB. As an approved school, we're able to provide you with a valid taxidermy diploma. Not a certificate of completion, but an actual diploma. You'll be able to frame and hang this diploma in your taxidermy shop to show the world that you've taken the steps and made the investment needed to be a professional taxidermist.
It is very satisfying when you have a customer come in and you have a bag full of feathers, and when you reproduce it and it turns out to be a beautiful flying pheasant, it's amazing. It's very satisfying.
Being in Alaska, I'm going to pull a fish out of the water and say, how can I mount this fish? Or put the color schemes together. It's really going to change the way I look at everything.
Attending the Dan Reinhardt Taxidermy School will provide you with the education that'll be the basis for your success as a professional taxidermist. Don't put off your taxidermy career another day. Don't be the student that says, I wish I would have started sooner. Give us a call at the Dan Reinhardt Taxidermy School, and we'll get you started right in your career as a professional taxidermist.